Hello, everybody. Man, trying to figure this out. Hang on a second. Well, how do I flip this around? Uh, 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 uh. We are here at Great America. Hopefully, this is working. Can I? I don't know if I can flip this around. I might have to switch out of here. Hang on a second. Uh, 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 uh. Hello. Can everybody see me? I hope so. Um, this is great. I don't know if I can flip my camera around. Can I? I might have to exit out of this. Hold on. I got people in here. I'm excited for you all. Here, I'll just turn around so you can see. I might just have to actually physically move my camera. I'll do it this way. So good morning from Six Flags Great America. We are just moments away from where they will be announcing the new attraction that is coming. I've seen so many of your predictions over the last few days. It has been really awesome to see. But we are here in front of Buccaneer Battle. That's where they put us. So if you don't know, this is where the ride's going to go. But we don't know exactly how much of this area the ride's going to take up, right? So if you can look back here right now, you can see all of the fences down here. So you can see the construction going on in this area. It's pretty dark still. So, but you can look back there and kind of see where it's been torn up, right in here. There's my finger. Of what's happening. Somebody asked, is the announcement happening at 11? Yes, they're doing something else here at 11, but at 5 a.m. here, Chicago time, they are going to make the announcement. So everything that's going to happen is going to happen on this podium right here behind me, and the ride name is right behind this banner. They are going to drop. So we're just waiting on that. What time is it? It's 4:59. I'm told it's supposed to happen at 5 a.m. sharp. So that's where we're at. Looking at some of your comments right now. Brian says it would be so cool if the coaster goes over the walk path. Yeah, because back here is where one of the banners is. That's my photographer, Lou, right there. Hi, Lou. But back here is, that's Demon sticking up right there, and that's where one of the banners is right there. So could it possibly stretch across this way? It's a long way. So how would they do that? I don't know. So those are really questions I have. I think I know what the coaster is, but my big questions are like, how, right? how and where is it all gonna go? Because can you fit it all in here? I don't know. And hopefully we're gonna get those answers coming up in just a couple of minutes here. So here we go. Reading some of your comments. Waiting to see if we're gonna get started here. Sorry, I'm just looking behind me because they might be getting going here. Any second. John, the park president, is here. Hi, Jeff. John's waving. He's getting excited. He's gonna speak here in a second, and we're gonna get all the answers. Somebody said it's like Christmas morning. It is like Christmas morning.
Can everybody hear me?
Here we go.
All right. Good morning, and welcome to Six Flags Great America. My name is Rachel, and I'm the communication specialist here. We're so excited to be here this morning to unveil something we've been working on for quite a long time now. Big announcement. So to do that, I want to introduce Six Flags Great America's park president, John Kraniak.
Woo!
Thank you, Rachel. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to be here with us this morning. As the thrill capital of the Midwest, Six Flags Great America is renowned for its world-class, record-breaking thrill attractions, captivating entertainment, and elevated food offerings. With over 300 acres of excitement, the park offers an unparalleled array of thrills and experiences, making it the perfect destination for families, friends, and thrill seekers alike. As you're standing here in front of me, you're surrounded by some of the park's most beloved attractions, such as the Demon, original to the park's opening in 1976, and X-Flight, our soaring steel wing coaster. At the park, we're always looking for new opportunities to elevate the guest experience. Some years, this means new entertainment, delectable food offerings, and more. Other years, we're fortunate enough to introduce new thrill attractions. That said, we are thrilled to announce our all-new attraction for 2025, Wrath of Rakshasa. Wrath of Rakshasa will be our record-breaking dive coaster opening in 2025. It will break the record for steepest dive coaster with a 96-degree drop and most inversions on a dive coaster with 5 breathtaking inversions. Wrath of Rakshasa brings another world-class B&M roller coaster to Great America. From a height of 180 feet and its signature cliffhanger hold before plummeting 171 feet to its beyond vertical 96-degree drop. Wrath of Rakshasa will feature 3,239 feet of steel track, speeds of nearly 67 miles per hour, and 3 sleek trains with 3 rows of passengers seated 7 across. Six Flags Great America continues to push the limits of innovation and thrill as we set new standards for dive coasters with this magnificent addition. Wrath of Rakshasa joins an already impressive lineup of record-breaking roller coasters and attractions at our park, further showing our commitment to delivering cutting-edge experiences for all our guests. As we announce this new addition to the park, please join me in celebrating our newest record-breaking dive coaster, Wrath of Rakshasa. Once again, thank you for joining us this morning, and let's get ready to dive into 2025 with Wrath of Rakshasa. And I'll be happy to answer any questions you have before we end our press conference. Thank you again. Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Good morning.
Very exciting. So can you talk about where this is going to go entirely here? Is it just in this plot? Is it going across the midway? What's going on out here?
It is going to take up a lot of space, as you can imagine. Yeah, it is going to go where we're standing. It is going to go in the area that was Buccaneer Battle, but with this amount of track, with the area of a coaster of this size and scope, yeah, we're going to go across the midway a couple of times. Really, the dive is going to go. The lift is going to go over our head where we're standing right now. Dive across the midway, going to cover all the way over toward the Southwest Bridge before circling back. I believe we crossed the midway 3 times.
Wow.
And yeah, the station's going to be essentially where the Buccaneer Battle station was. So it's going to, every time I came through Hometown Square, started venturing toward this area, I just picture how much it's just going to fill the sky, left to right, this entire area of the park. It's just going to be magnificent.
So will people walk under it? So you'll be walking under the ride and seeing all this?
Yeah, it's going to be unique to this park because so many of our rides exist on the perimeter. You're going to be walking under it, around it, through it. It's going to be, you'll be surrounded by Rakshasa right through this whole area.
And Demon is safe.
Demon is safe, absolutely.
Right.
It's gonna complement the Demon. This is gonna be one whole kind of demonic area as you're walking right through this part of the park.
And hi, I'm Sandra with FBC.
Hi, good morning.
How long have you been working on this? Can you talk about what goes into planning for this kind of ride?
This has been a labor of love. We've been working on this for I'd say 2023. A lot of discussions, kind of what made sense for the park. When you're working with B&M, they're the ultimate professionals with this. So they keep us on task. Coming up with the concept for the ride meant starting to come up with the colors. And when you're doing that, you're developing the whole idea for the ride, which meant the name, the theme, and then you want to line it all up with the colors and everything. So bring it all together from the ground up and do it right. And so that's the exciting part when, on a project of this scope. This was probably middle of 2023 when we really got going in this direction, and so excited to be able to finally talk about it openly now, as we've been kind of working on it for several months, almost a year to this point, and now to be able to discuss it with everybody and really announce it to the world today.
Did you use any fan input? Is there any surveys that went out to try to get an idea of what people are looking for with the park?
This one didn't require much of a survey. I think guests have been asking for a dive coaster here at our park for over a decade. So I believe this is going to be well received. You know, we've had a long relationship with B&M. They've got some of our best rides in the park for sure. And I just know that they've been asking for a dive coaster here since I think B&M's been building dive coasters. So no surveys needed for this one. We know it's something that the fans have been asking for, and I think they're going to love it.
Last question.
Yeah.
What is Rakshasa?
Rakshasa.
There you go.
Rakshasa is, you know, when we were kind of exploring, when we knew where we wanted to put this ride, Demon is such a favorite of so many of our guests that we wanted to do something special, knowing it was right across the midway from the Demon. So we started looking around for what could be a complement, what could be something that would go into the park new and right across from the Demon. And Rakshasa was just a good, strong name, a demon that would be a new complement to this area, to a beloved coaster right across the midway. So it was a bit of a natural to move in this direction, to have I don't know if it would be a friend, but another demon right across from the Demon. So, yeah. Yes.
Chicago Tribune.
Good morning.
Good morning. In your time that you've been with the park and the property, usually a pretty good track record with these projects staying on course and on task, so that 2025 is pretty solid, or is it fluid?
The track record you mentioned, I have just absolute faith and confidence in working with B&M. They, as I mentioned, they're the one of, if not the best in the business with these projects. I've got a great confidence in our maintenance and construction team here at the park, and then complementing that with B&M. I've got great confidence that we're going to keep this project on time and opening in spring, early summer of 2025. Yeah, we are on their timeline, and they're the best. So you can see us in demolition mode right now. We're planning to go into the ground as early as this fall, and that keeps us on schedule by B&M standards, and that's right where you want to be. Yep.
Can I ask one more question?
You bet.
The go-kart track, is that being used at all, or no? Is that staying go-kart track?
Go-kart track is staying go-kart track.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. It's they were great to work with for the full layout. You're going to see some of the caissons going all over the place, but not disrupting Hometown Kitties, not disrupting Demon. We really didn't have to disturb too much, and I'm really excited that the guests are going to be able to walk under it, around it, through it, and kind of interact with it. Whether they'll be bold enough to ride Rakshasa or just kind of walk through it and around it and get a good look at it. It was one of the big thrills of introducing the first inverted coaster in the world in Batman. I think a lot of guests came out just to see it. And many more came out to ride it and experience it back in 1992. I think that might be more of the same here with the Wrath of Rakshasa. Right in and around it is going to be unique for our park. So really exciting position in our park here. Yes.
Is the image right here accurate with the way the ride is configured with that clump of people all riding the same experience at one time?
Yeah, definitely. It's a unique element of a dive coaster, and that it's 7 across seating. It looks like a set of bleachers almost, but 3 rows of 7, and yet this ride with that height and that steep of a drop, steepest on any dive coaster, 67 miles an hour, with a unique trains of that configuration. It is going to be a fast dive coaster.
Thank you.
Yep.
When can we expect to see it getting built?
Like I said, we're going to go into the ground this fall. Whether anything will be vertical before the end of Fright Fest remains to be seen. We'll be doing some digging yet before the park closes for the year. So there will be some construction beyond the demolition that you see here while we're operating still during Fright Fest. Any other questions? Excellent. Rachel, anything else? Thank you so much for coming this morning.
Thank you.
Woo. All right, so there you have it. It is indeed Wrath of Rakshasa. I'm gonna walk up here. Well, so we got some camera crews here who are like getting shots of this, but I'll walk up and show you you can't really see with the lighting here, and I can't figure out how to flip my camera around. I apologize about that, but I'm using this thing where I'm streaming across multiple platforms here. I know you don't care about that, but here we go. Let's see if I can walk up here or not, but I'll flip you around so you can see it. And let me just walk. I don't want to walk in front of his shot. Hang on a second. So you can see the banners here, but it is going to go from Buccaneer Battle across the Midway all the way this way. So imagine, like, if you're a Great America person walking through here and seeing, like, this be a 180-foot coaster. If you're not familiar, Goliath is 180 feet. So something as tall as Goliath right over the Midway where you can walk under it, that is going to be super cool to look at. One thing that surprised me is the coaster's blue. I did not see blue come. I thought maybe it would be red to go with the demonic Rakshasa theme. But hang on a second. Can I walk up here? Am I going to walk into your shot? Am I good? Okay, cool. So you can see I'm going to walk right up here. And first, this is the train. So obviously the 7 across dive coaster. So that's kind of the newish format for the 7 across. And then this is the official layout here. That's it. So I'll just hold on this for a second. But as John, the park president, just said, the station will be in the Buccaneer Battle area, and then the lift hill with the drop will go over the Midway. And you're going to go over the Midway a couple of times. So I wonder if, like, still waiting on the video, like the animation video, to see like how this will interact over the Midway. Will there be like an inversion over the Midway? Still trying to picture this all in my head, but pretty cool. That's it. That's all the stats. 180 feet. So we saw that in one of the teasers lately. 171. Also, that number kind of came across in one of the teasers, although I think I was off by 1 foot on that. I said 172. 96 degrees, that's a record on a dive coaster, as well as 5 inversions is a record on a dive coaster. And 67 miles an hour, that's pretty quick. So just looking at all the inversions here, you got your like traditional B&M, diving into an Immelman looks like. And you've got some kind of roll there. And then this looks kind of cool. Like coming across into this guy here, it's hard for me to look when I'm holding the camera, but that looks like an interesting sort of inversion into a twist or a turn. Another barrel roll there coming up out of that turn where I think you're going to flip again before you come around and go back into the station. So you're really going to be flipping around on this thing. The other part here, this is neat. This is where it shows you how it interacts with Demon. This is Demon, obviously, in the background here. The Demon lift hill, and then you see the giant drop over there. But how it's just going to go across, and you've got an inversion down right here. but it looks like the Immelman will be in the spot where I think it was called Bloodshed. There was a Fright Fest house right there. So that's where your Immelman will go as you're diving. I'm guessing this is the midway area right here, and then the dive will be on the other side of the midway, which is pretty cool. So walking up this way toward the ride, you'll be able to watch people kind of hanging there and diving down. That's going to be pretty sweet. So any other questions, leave them in the comments. Apologize for the technical issues when I started this. Kind of new technology I'm using to try to do this, but hopefully you were able to get it. If you had any questions specifically, I'm going to be talking to them again at about half an hour. So feel free to send me any questions that you want answered for this. I think a lot of that came through in the press conference, so hopefully you were able to hear it. But it's exciting. The skyline here at Great America is going to be changing, and this is a big ride. Really curious to hear what all of you think about it. Seeing some of your, I don't know if these comments are coming through or not, or if I'm still live here or whatever. But Corey said, is any ride being removed to make this work? Buccaneer Battle is removed to make it happen. But as they just said, Demon is safe. The hometown kiddie rides are still staying in their spot. They're not moving those. It looks like they're in the go-karts. They're not moving either. So they're going to use Buccaneer Battle and then just space in front of the Demon here and to the side of the Demon to get all this going. Thrill Seeker says this looks cool. Michael said we need a people eater. Yeah, this is going to be, people are going to want to ride this. I know a lot of us enthusiasts have been on these dive coasters before, but just general public here in Chicago who hasn't been to other parks, maybe hasn't been to Cedar Point, been on Valraven, like everyone's going to see this and want to ride it. It's going to be a very popular ride, and it'll help with capacity on the other coasters that are here. What else do we got here? Scott says B&M makes reliable coasters. Yeah, and they have. This will be their 5th B&M coaster here. And talk to the people who maintain these rides. Like, they love B&M because they obviously here they know how to work with them. They've worked with them so many times. And I will say, when you come to Great America, I don't know the last time I've been here and the B&M coasters aren't operating. Like, they're always operating every time I come here. So that says something about the manufacturer for sure. Let's see if there's any other questions. No mid-course brake run. I don't see a mid-course brake run at all. No, I think this thing is full go, man. From start. No second dive, no mid-course brake. You're gonna be going and flipping all throughout this thing. Let's see what we got. Coaster Studio is gonna roast the Immelman into the dive loop. Well, you know what, Coaster Studios, come on, Taylor, come on. This is gonna be a good addition for the park. I think he would agree with that. Corey says, I think Yukon Striker will still be better. You know, I think that's a very unique ride. I've never been on that. It's an awesome ride. How it dives into the water there. That is a pretty cool element. It's neat that like each of their parks that have one of these, each one will be a little bit different. I think the cool thing about this is how it will go over the midway and you're walking under it and everything. I think that's a really neat strategy. How they're doing that's going to be pretty cool. Somebody said, what's the color scheme? It's blue. I was surprised. I thought it would be like a red or something, but it is blue. Oh, Lindsay wants to know about the rapids. I'll see if I can get an answer for you on that. I doubt they're going to tell me, but maybe they can tell me if they're working on to reopen that. I'll ask them. Let's see what else. What is B&M's timeline? He kind of mentioned this during the press conference, if you're just tuning in, that they're working right now, and you might not see anything go vertical before Fright Fest here at Great America. So they're going to be putting in, some of the footers you're going to see them putting in, but as far as it like actually going into the air, that might not be happening until after Fright Fest is done. I assume they've done a ton of these and they can put it up pretty quick. Maybe we'll see some track come on site soon. So I'll definitely keep you posted on all that if you follow me on all my channels. Thankfully for me, I live pretty close, so I can always pop over here and see if there's any kind of track or anything going in, and you're going to see that everywhere. Casey wants to know how many trains it will have. That's a good question. I'm going to ask that question. I should have asked that. The length was, oh my gosh, she said the length. Wasn't it like 3 something or other? Ugh. Sorry. I don't remember, but he said it in the press conference. When I end this video, you can go back and look. He said how long it was. Who else? He said 3 trains. Dan said he said 3 trains. So there you go. I missed that with everything else. What else? Let's see here. Somebody asked, will I go live with John? I'm going to be going live with Rachel from Great America on WGN Morning News at 5:45. So if you tune in at 5:45, on Channel 9 in Chicago, you watch out of the city, out of Illinois, WGNTV.com/live. You can watch us there. We will be live online too, where you can watch us. Be talking to them in about 15 minutes, so I'm going to have to sign off here in a second. Trying to think if you have any other questions. Somebody said 2844, I thought, for the length. Yeah, I thought it was about 3,000, something close to that. Do we know when we're going to get a POV of it? The video should be coming very soon. Very soon, you're going to see that in like the next 5 minutes, probably. So yeah, I'm going to sign off, check my email, see if that's coming in. Appreciate you all. Follow my pages. I'll be posting all that animation and all that stuff for you to see. And like I said, we'll be live all morning out here with people from Great America talking about it. So it's exciting. This is their first big coaster since 2019 in Max Force. So they're excited here to get stuff going into the ground. And they're also very excited about this partnership with Cedar Fair and the merger and everything. From what I've talked to with people, they've said, people working here, that they think it's a really positive thing for this park, and that could lead to some really cool things happening around here in the future. So here we go. That's it. I'm going to end. Appreciate you all. And one more question. Somebody said, how high is the new coaster? The lift hill's 180. The drop's 171. So 180, same height as Goliath. If you've been out here, you've seen Goliath, same height. It's 180, and then it's going to drop you 171. So no tunnel. There you go. Somebody said hopefully they can, or Casey said hopefully they can get it finished close to the opening. Very excited for something. And we'll see. I hope that's the case. We'll see how quickly they can go, and hopefully we have an easy winter here in Chicago. Appreciate you all. I got to get back on TV coming up here in just about 20 minutes. So thank you all for watching. Very exciting. Any other questions, let me know, and I'll try to get an answer for you. Bye-bye.